So underway now in the first of our events. Top seed time sitting around the 17:30 mark, which is 3.5 minute kilometres. It's about 84 seconds per lap. So as they come around here, if they're hitting 42s, although they're not going to hit 42s at that pace. Let's just see as they come through. They're just starting to stretch it out a little bit now, and it's one of the orange signets from Mornington Peninsula. And a couple of moves coming through now. Obviously, a lot of these guys looking for PBs tonight. Conditions not too bad. Cool air, a little bit of breeze. Actually, they're not going to be quite close to that 42, so they're just right on it. So right on 17:30 pace as they open up in the first of our events here this evening. So through the first 400, and they are just under that 17:30 schedule, trying to pick up the leaders as they come through. So Michael Thomas leading them through at the moment. John Charles also up there. Jude McGravy, also Harry Metzger. So a few of the old Zabs uniforms, the traditional red and black. With the orange from the Mornington Peninsula Club leading the way. Nice clutch of the Mornington Peninsula guys just sitting midfield at the moment. You can see the Mentone uniform there. That's Mitchell Fly sitting midfield. A few of the Melbourne Uni boys now starting to work together. So John Charles just going to the outside there. See a lot more of this guy in his triathlon suit. Quite an accomplished triathlete with the Hawthorn Tri Club. And Charles now just starting to drive forward a little bit more and taking a few with him. I think the pace was just dropping there, and John just feeling a little bit antsy. He's decided he's going to take the lead. And he's going to take them right on the 3:29 for the first K. So right on that 17:30 mark, just a tad under. Draper coming through now in the Masters uniform. To the inside of him, Michael Bishop. So Dominic McKenzie from Keyless and Burners. He'll be bringing the field through here, but on 3:50 pace. So it's about 19:10 schedule there for McKenzie at the rear of the field. So 17:30 out front, 19:10 at the rear. That's the spread currently in this men's D 5000. Just another reminder to all athletes as they arrive at the venue that you must check in at least 30 minutes prior to the commencement of your event. Check in at the Athlete Check-In Centre, which is in the main grandstand. Also, report in to your start line approximately 15 minutes before the scheduled start. There is no call room, so simply report in. And remember, this is a COVID-safe venue as well, so we would expect that all participants and spectators please observe the COVID rules. So John Charles leading the way. It's a 1-2-3 Old Zavarians at the moment. The time we'll be looking for at the top of the straights, 5:36 is that 17:30 mark. And I think he'll be well ahead of that. So the pace has picked up on this second kilometre. So Charles goes through in 5:29. So they're now cranking down towards the 17-minute mark. So this is good running out front. Certainly taken a few with him and split the pack right up. So lead group there. Well, Charles is out by about 5. Then you've got a pack of 6 just behind. The Doncaster runner there, which is Ganji, just trying to hold on to that lead bunch. But John Charles doing the bulk of the work out front. So Charles, then Metzger, then Marshall, the 1-2-3. And we're just seeing a bit of club work going on here as the Melbourne Uni boys start to join the Old Zavarians there in Metzger and Marshall. McGravy is up there. So John Charles still leading the way. He's on just over the 17-minute schedule as he goes through 2.5. 2.5. Halfway through now. Malhewish and also Buller from Melbourne University in the next positions. McGravy in next. Then it's Marshall. Then Ganji. Metzger. 2 Richmond Harriers running together there. That's Wilcox and James. We saw James run really well at Milers Club a couple of weeks ago to take out one of the lower grades there. Michael Thomas in next position. Then it's Mitchell Fly. So Hudson Rigg also through now. So Michael Bishop, Will Pratt, Richard Dorr in that order. Shane Draper next. And then from Coburg Harriers, we've got Ben Pearmain. And McKenzie just coming alongside our other Melbourne University runner there, and Greg Steele. As we see John Charles just rounding the bend now. And he's approaching the all-important 3-kilometre mark. So the time clock just over 10 minutes. So 10:15 is 17:05. I think he's now on sub 17-minute schedule for Charles. So the next two also under 17:30 schedule, but John Charles looking very impressive as he goes now into the 4th kilometre. Lewis and Bullock together. Gap then to McGravy. Then Marshall sticking beautifully there just behind him. So Charles rounding the bend once again. A little bit of a gap to the next of the lapped runners that he'll be chasing, but it does give him something to focus on now. He's out by about a good 50 metres over the chasers, and they are both from Melbourne University. Jack Malhewish and also Cheyenne Buller. So nice running there from Marshall. He's just sitting with McGravy. Good strategy. Little gap back there to Doncaster runner and Ganji. He's got Harry Metzger with him. Michael Thomas hasn't been shaken, and we're seeing a good run here from James from Richmond Harries. He's starting to now bite into that next pack, leaving Wilcox behind him and also Fly from Mentone. So Mackenzie and Steele coming through together there. Marshall still sticking very patiently as we look down the far side of the track. And we're approaching the 4 kilometre mark. So 16:34, so gee, this is going to be touch and go. He can produce a good last kilometre. We are going to get John Charles in under that 17-minute mark, so we're going to need a bit of crowd support here. He's been running very bravely. He's now out by about, maybe 90 metres, 85 to 90 metres over the chase pack, so there's no signs of Charles dropping pace at all, but it's this last 2.5 laps where the effort level has to go up, but the form's still looking good. As I said, he's an accomplished triathlete. He knows how to go long and hard in these events. And we're seeing good form there from Charles as he comes down to get 2 laps to go. So Malhewish, Buller still together. Malhewish doing the leading. Will Buller help his teammate out here over the last 2 laps? We'll just wait and see as they look at that 100-metre deficit to John Charles. There's no arguing who's going to win this race. Charles has this one in the bag. Interest in that 2nd and 3rd position. 4th currently is McGravy, but Marshall's still there. 1 lap down is Steele and Mackenzie. Then we have our early leader there, Michael Thomas. James, as I said, is starting to move through this field beautifully. Ganji in next position, then Metzger, then Fly. Wilcox in next slot. And then Hudson Rigg from Mornings Peninsula in the next position, followed by Michael Bishop. So Charles, 500 metres out now. Coming down to get the bell. So I reckon he's got this. Look at John Charles. We'll ask all finishers to go into lane 3 as well. So John Charles, first one to get the bell. He's got a 86 last lap required to get him under that mark, and I think he's going to get this quite comfortably. Also looking at impressive times tonight, the 2 Melbourne Uni runners in Mel Ewish and also Buller. They're next to get the bell, and we will ask them to go into lane 3 as well. But down the back straight the last time, it is John Charles from Oldsavarians coming in with a seed time of 17:50, and he's going to smoke that tonight. This is going to be a sub 17-minute performance. Really winding up and looking good 200 out. Let's see if he's got a kick down here. So Mel Ewish goes into the back straight first, putting a little bit of a gap on his teammate. Dropping back McGravy and Marshall, no change there. But let's get behind our leader here. Good, impressive running. Took the lead a few laps in when the pace was just starting to drop back a bit. Comes in with a post-17 seed time, and look at that clock. 16, coming towards 16:40 now. He's absolutely smoked this one. A big last kilometre, John Charles. And he will take out the men's D. Beautifully positioned in lane 3 as requested. 16:49.00. He'll be happy with that. That's 1 minute faster than seed time. Looks like Mel Ewish is going to still take that second position. Striding out nicely as he starts to ease out into lane 3. Buller following him out as well. McGravy just starting to get a little bit of break on Marshall, but Cameron will not give up. He's going to fight this last 100 metres. Mel Ewish coming in. 17:13 unofficial and 17:50 there for Buller. Let's see if we can get Cameron Marshall under that 17:30 mark, and I think he'll do it. McGravy, good strong running from him once again, the Melbourne University athlete. 17:25 unofficial and 17:28 there, Cameron Marshall. Good run too, Michael Thomas from from Mornington Peninsula. And another smart run there from Lachlan James, Richmond Harriers. Stocking clock about 17:38. Mitchell Fly. He'll be next one through. Another sub-18-minute performance here. 17:48.49 then for Ganji. Wilcox, he'll settle with a 17:52 thereabouts. Metzger, brave early. 17:55. He'll be happy with that. A sub-18 for him. Came in with a seed time of 18:49. So Harry Metzger, once again. Oldsavarians, gee, aren't they doing a great job with these IST athletes? So Hudson Rigg, it's a 1-2-3 here for the Mornington Peninsula team, and great to see the club supporting Athletics Victoria track and cross-country events, even though it was a shortened season. But Rigg through in 18:28. Whoa, and I reckon that was a little bit of a steal there from Richard Dorr over his teammate in Michael Bishop, both in the 18:30s. Ben Pearmain, he'll be next. Good to see the Coburg Harriers singlet out there as well. 18:46 unofficial. Will Pratt. Sorry, this is Richard Dorr. Was Pratt in a little bit earlier? Sorry for that call, but Richard Dorr, our number 1. Coming in just the wrong side of 19 minutes. Shane Draper, he's in next position. Greg Steele, another regular on the track circuit. 19:08 for Greg. That's better than his seed time of 19:40. And one of our regulars also, Dom McKenzie from KSB. Seed time was 20 minutes. He's going to be well under that. 19:20 thereabouts. And that concludes